time for the Happiest Hour, sponsored by Paces Markets. This week, we are getting a lesson in sake. Adam Paces is here, and he's going to teach us all about, are we calling it a spirit?
That's a good question.
What is sake? Because I honestly don't know, but I drink it all the time.
All right, so the term sake is in Japan kind of encompasses all alcohol. But in English, and so throughout the rest of the world, when we say the word sake, it means a fermented rice product.
Okay.
All right. Now the thing is that why are we even talking about sake? So I mean, there is sushi everywhere.
Absolutely.
I mean, every store. I mean, look. I mean, we make sushi fresh in store.
Yeah.
But look, there's sushi all over the place, and so we eat sushi as a snack, as a dinner, as a lunch. And so, but we feel like we've become connoisseurs of sushi to a certain extent, but we really don't think much about, the other side of that culture, and that is in the sake. And so the question is what is sake?
Right.
So if we're talking about it, the ingredients to make sake are water, rice, koji, which is also a mold, koji, very important, and yeast.
Okay.
So sake is brewed like beer.
Okay.
Like with a grain. So it's brewed like beer, but it's much more delicate, and the flavors are much more like wine.
And I love that we do this because, yes, you're a grocery store,
Yeah,
right? You have so many different foods. You have sushi as well. But it's so important. What are we washing the food down with? And if we're having sushi,
That's right.
Sake is a great option. Now, there are some different types I want to show everybody because we cannot pronounce all of these, okay? But we can sample some.
That's
what
right.
are we drinking first?
Yeah. So all right. So a couple things I want to show you. So here's a practical tip. So we have one we have a nigori that's flavored. Now let me tell you, the way that you make sake is they mill down the rice, and the more they mill down the rice. So think about taking the layers of rice off if you have a grain of rice, taking the layers off, and as you take the layers off of rice and you're getting down to the kernel, down to the center, you're getting the most pure rice, and so you're removing any sort of impurities. The more that it is milled down, the higher the quality of the rice is, or what you're going to have left to make your sake.
Well, pop it open. I want to try it.
All
By
right.
the way, this sushi is delicious. Shout out to your sushi team.
They do a great job.
This is the bomb. The one with this crunchy on top?
Yep.
Oh, and who doesn't love a California roll? That's this one right here.
That's
okay?
right. All right. So look. So on the label, they will tell you the quality level. In this case, it's Junmai Daijingo. So this is a high quality sake, but the word Junmai means that it has not had alcohol added to it.
So this is non-alcoholic?
And no, it's alcoholic, definitely, but it hasn't had anything added. So we're actually going to pour. This one is a delicate one. We're going to pour this one to a white wine glass.
Not the glass.
That's right.
We're bougie with a Paces.
We are, because we want to smell this stuff. And it's all about the smell and the flavor. And so we're going to look at this as a little bit more like wine. And so the reason why, the Junmai, that there's no alcohol added, you're going to get different flavors. And so if Junmai is not on the label, then that means that you have some alcohol added, and it could have some richer flavors. One's maybe not any necessarily better than the other. It's just different because they're both high quality.
Now you see this? This will sneak up
You
on
like
you.
that, huh?
Okay, I like this.
And so the reason we're drinking this cold. So high quality sake, we should drink chilled.
Yes, and this is well chilled.
Chilled. And so when you have, for a long time people drink warmer sake. So one of the reasons you drink warm sake is it makes a less expensive sake taste better. And so you'll serve these in these little cups, and we can put it in the little carafe. And those things, and it has an insulating property, whether you're drinking it cold or whether you're drinking it warm.
Yeah.
The reason I like to put things in wine glasses is because you can really stick your face in there and smell it.
And that's why I think it's so interesting, and I'm glad you mentioned, because yes, a lot of sake, however you pronounce it, right?
Yep.
It comes warm, but I see what the restaurant is doing. Maybe it's a not as good, not as expensive sake. Warm it up, it makes it taste a little bit better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now pour up another one for us, and while you do, I had to explain to Adam. I just schooled him. Anybody who's been to a sushi restaurant, have you done a sake bomb before? All you do, you pour your sake in a cup like this, right? You take your chopsticks, you put it over whatever glass, right, that you're doing. You put the sake on top, then you say 1, 2, 3, drop it in there, and then you chug it. It's so fabulous. It's real easy. I don't know if I can do it right now because there's nothing in there, but it's something like that, okay? That's how you do it. Now, let's try this one. This has an interesting color.
So a lychee nigori. So this is an unfiltered sake, so it still has like the yeast and everything in there, but it's got lychee, so it's flavored.
Oh, this is delicious.
I know, it's just like...
You knew I was gonna like this.
I did.
Because it's sweet, has a little bit of a creaminess to it. This one, the one that we have first, definitely a lot more dry, and you can taste the alcohol in both of these. Well, look, during the commercial break, me and Adam are going to take a sake bomb together, get you a Sapporo beer, and join us, okay? If you want to check out any of the different sakes they have at Acquista Paces, they have 3 locations, one in Covington, one in Mandeville, and one in Slidell. For more on everything they have to offer, log on to acquistapace.com. Adam, I'll see